Alright, this is the GORUCK kit bag review you've been waiting for. I use this thing all the time. It's finally time to do a review. Let's get into all the features, outside, inside, that the kit bag offers from the regular versions, the 1000D, and the recently released Heritage kit bag. Let's do it! And so here we are, the kit bag. This is the accessory bag that I use probably the most miles. If you had to pick one of these bags that had the most miles on it, it would be one of these kit bags because it is always with me. I really do strive to do single bag travel whenever I go, and I've done that a few times. The 34-liter Kaiden is probably the #1 contender for that role, but a lot of times I end up trying to take these smaller bags with me as an everyday carry mode accessory bag. So what ends up being the dump pouch troop hauler, big open capacity bag that I end up using, it's one of these kit bags because you can put anything and everything in it. A lot of packing cubes, a lot of tech pouches, big bulky items like shoes and sweatshirts and hoodies and jackets and puffies and you name it, all goes in the kit bag whenever I travel. So that's why they're always with me, and they're just great. There's a couple things I don't like. We'll get into that when I go through the features. But the normal kit bags come in a 1000D Cordura. They normally ship now with the, the shoulder strap. The Heritage, although this awesome waxed canvas feel and look, doesn't come with the shoulder strap. So just be aware of that when you are in there. And there's a couple of very minor details that are different on the inside of this bag. So we'll go over all those as we go through it, but just wanted to point out that these bags are available and they are my #1 accessory bag that goes with me all the time. Just because they're so versatile, durable, and then really because they're just so well made, they also come with that scars guarantee, so anything happens with it. Really, to be honest, if anything wears out on any of my bags, it's going to be the bottoms of these kit bags because they're just drug everywhere. I normally care about what's in my bag, whatever backpack I have with me. I don't care what's in here, so it just gets kicked around and totally abused during travel. It's the kit bag. So anyway, let's look. These are all not loaded with the same stuff, so don't think they're different sizes. They're all the exact same size. I just have them loaded with different stuff for demo purposes. But we'll dive into the kit bag to show you everything that's inside and it fits in this pack out. 32 liters, 1000D Cordura, wax canvas, and now let's talk about the outside features. I really do love the look of this waxed canvas. To be honest, I wasn't going to order it. And when they first came out, and it is just one of these weird things. The pictures really don't do it justice. I'm not sure this video is going to do it any more justice in terms of the way it looks and feels. And so I looked at the pictures that GORUCK posted and I didn't really like it, so I wasn't going to get it. But then a friend of mine saw one in person and said, "Man, that is really cool, looks awesome. You should get one." And so here we are. Now I have one. Comparatively, it does work really well side by side with my Field Tan GR1, the 26-liter size. And, of course, I added some features. You can see a video where I talked all about the handles I added by scars and the webbing and all that stuff. It looks great, but this is going to be a 1-2 combo that is definitely going to look great whenever I travel. Except the one time I have to be careful because my favorite jacket, the Flint and Tinder by Huckberry that just came out, or it's been out for a while, but I really can't wear it with this because now I'm all decked out in wax canvas, which is probably not cool. But anyway, other times, this is going to be definitely the 1-2 combo that it does the traveling because it just looks awesome. One thing you're not going to get with this is a shoulder strap. So if that's a big deal to you, then consider picking up the Coyote one and then just using that strap with this. It looks great. So here it is. Just use the Coyote strap and it essentially matches near identical to the bag, and it looks like it should have been shipped with this strap. So anyway, use it off the Coyote. They at one point sold them individually, and I haven't seen that recently, but that's how they normally sell. Another negative that, I don't know, it's not really a negative to me, but there's no leather accents anywhere on this bag. You could have maybe put a leather bottom on it, because that's what's on the bottom of the Heritage GR1, and that's a very nice touch. They got leather handles on the top, but I know what they did. They're trying to save a few dollars on this, and really, because it's my abuse bag of the two, like that's going to be on my shoulders, it's going to have all my tech equipment. I'm going to be very careful with that because it's got iPads and MacBook Pros and all the camera gear and all the stuff. And so because you've got all your expensive things in the GR1, that's important. Definitely want it to be nicer. This thing, like I said, is going to be mostly the abuse bag. It's going to be thrown on the floor. It's going to be in the back of the truck. It's going to be thrown in the overhead bin. It's going to be drug around with me in the airport. So I don't care. And I'd rather it be rough and tumble. I don't want to return it to Scars because it's abused, so I'd rather it last longer. And I think that leather would probably be a weak point if you asked me in terms of the build quality of the bag. So the fact that it's just the normal straps on the outside really doesn't bother me at all. It still looks awesome, and you can put a leather patch on the front. This one came with it. Just a nice little GORUCK leather patch, so it looks fantastic. So that's the way I would do it. Now, there are two external pockets, and this is no different than the regular kit bags. What do you do with those? Well, in the middle of nowhere on the way, I mean, I'm just going to put, in this case, a Yeti 18-ounce water bottle in it, and whatever. I really don't put a lot of things in there. If anything, while I'm on the go, it goes in that bag. It's just the water bottle because it's nice to be hydrated when you're out and about. So D-rings on each side for a shoulder strap if you had it. One patch loop panel on the front. You can put your patch of choice, and then regular straps. One thing I wish they came with were all those little strap keepers, a little Velcro thing to keep them together. Because when you're on the go, I'd like to just quickly grab this thing. Because it's not there, I kind of have to grab one of the straps. Just one of the little details that I would add if I were king of GORUCK. I would put those things in there because it would be nice. But that's the outside features. Again, not a lot to report, just a fantastic, well-built bag. Nice little flap here to protect your zippers, and the standard little poles that you see on every GORUCK bag. What's in here? A ton of gear. I have 3 of the medium-sized packing cubes stacked up here. I've got a GORUCK GR1 field pocket, and then the Cap 2 from Evergoods on the top. So that's really what fits in here. I mean, again, my favorite Cap 2. It's got the best thing for it's just a fantastically organized bag for everything you could ever need. And then, again, 3 oversized packing cubes, sweatshirts and other gear for just demo purposes. So that's all in there. And then this actually ends up being the field pocket or the shadow pocket. So there you go. That's what fits inside this bag, and it holds its shape standing up because it's the wax canvas. All of them do to some certain degree. They all have the same dimensions, so you're going to be able to fit the same things in no matter what kit bag you have. Just to point that out there. Now the inside, the best way to show you the inside is really to turn them inside out. So there you go, the inside out kit bag. And so on both sides of the flap, or both ends of the bag, you have these nice little zip pockets. Zip mesh pockets, not really that much dimension to it. So you've got the ability to put some stuff in there and see it from when you're peeking in the top of the bag. So those are great. If I were to put smaller items in here, maybe charging brick or some other cords would go on the side. I don't really put anything inside like a wire dot because it's just not that big. And again, other side, same thing. Whoa, that's expensive. It's got all that stuff. And now the main difference between both this and the regular kit bag, we'll show you. So one difference between the two bags, this is the Heritage, and this comes with this sort of sewn in flap. So this would be the inside front, I guess, of the bag. It has one longer zip pocket made out of that wax canvas, a little longer, be able to fit some bigger items. Definitely your iPhone would fit in there for sure. And it's just kind of sewn in there to the inside top seam of the bag. So in the inside, it's just, it's in there and it moves around. So that's cool. That is not in this bag. The pocket that's in this bag is actually sewn into the top. So that is a little bit smaller. Definitely not going to fit your iPhone in here any longer. But it is kind of nice for keys, your AirPods, or maybe even reading glasses would fit in there. But that's just a smaller pocket sewn in the top. So I'm not really sure why they opted for this other pocket in this, but I do actually like it. Has a nice sewn-in leather patch. Has a nice. That's actually really nice. There's a leather sewn-in patch there. Kit bag. So big fan of that. You don't have that in here. You just have a regular GORUCK label. That's the inside. So that's the inside of the kit bags and the differences between the regular kit bag and the Heritage kit bag. More improved pocket. I guess we'll see if the newer kit bags when they come out, maybe the next generation would have that same pocket in the new ones. We'll see. So the kit bag, whether it's the normal, regular 1000E Cordura or the Heritage kit bag, definitely a must-have accessory, because in times where you really want to take that other bag but you still need to take a lot of stuff, the kit bag works out perfectly. And I do like dividing up my travel. I've done several travel pack-up videos where you've seen I use a kit bag. That's what I end up using, because it's just I'd rather this stuff I don't need, I just put it away in an overhead bin. And so that ends up being the way I travel most often. Highly recommend getting a kit bag in any capacity and size. This is a 32 liter. That's the normal size they offer. Typically, they've had other sizes in the past, but the Heritage is just a great looking option. So if you care about what it looks like, definitely pick up the Heritage. What a great bag, great features, looks awesome, and you won't be disappointed, and it's got a scars guarantee, so there's always that. So there you go. Hopefully you liked that video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of cool stuff coming out and some new changes coming up. So let's get outside. Let's do it. Medium size, just the regular size. Three of the medium-sized packing cubes stacked up here.